All right.
Check, check, check.
Good morning, Swirly Nation. And welcome to York, Pennsylvania for today's matchup between your Pittsburgh Penguins Elite and the Mid-Fairfield Junior Rangers. It's another great day for hockey in the immortal words of Badger Bob Johnson. And we are joined once again by color commentator, fresh from the All-Star game in Las Vegas, Colby Armstrong's with us.
Good to be back. I'm out of the loop, bud.
Oh, you're right in the loop, bud.
I'm out of the loop on the kids circuit here, but we're back. Up, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed to hit the road. Here to beautiful York, Pennsylvania. I've got to tell you, the state of Pennsylvania is a bear of a state, Jeremy.
A bear of a state.
It is a monster of a state. We've got my in-laws, my wife's family in from the Wilkes-Barre, Scranton area. That's a 2-hour drive south to get here.
Yeah.
Never mind the 3 and change to get here from where we came from. You know, you start to get a picture of how massive Pennsylvania
Cameron
truly is.
Evans' grandparents are here.
We're in Evans country,
from
aren't we?
30 minutes
There
to
it
the
is.
east of here. Philly's another probably hour, and maybe 2.5 from here. So yeah, it's definitely a large commonwealth. As we're sitting just north of the Mason-Dixon line here in York, Pennsylvania. Starting lineups brought to you by the training table. In net, number 29, Preston Bowie Clutter. On defense for the Penguins, number 5, David Merlot, and 90, Tino Villela. Up front will be number 6, Brody Carter. Number 20, Cruz Armstrong. And at center, number 24, Brady Paris. The Penguins took the opening draw into the Fairfield end. Get a nice scoring chance there early, as we'll get a bit of a dump, and the Pens are looking for a change here, at least on the backside. As Mid-Fairfield tries to flip through center, pressuring Paris, tying him up along the wall. Nice puck support by Mid-Fairfield, getting to it, tapping it off the wall. Evans will get it out to the blue line and tapping it further. Can he get by the defender? He'll toe drag it to the inside, lose control, in on net, it flies. As Evans crashes hard into the corner, he's up.
I've seen him crash way harder, Jeremy. This kid, Evans, I'm playing a home game for him here.
I've seen his dad crash harder in the lobby of a hotel before.
God, he may crash tonight, as it's just like to wish you a happy birthday here today.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
You know we'll be getting back to the hotel and doing what hockey dads do.
Breakdown. Phil, there's a backside play cut off by the defense.
And he's looking to get you a goal on your birthday. Nice gift for the Jer Bear.
A shot in front, rebound to Filiaggi as the Penguins pepper shots in on Mid-Fairfield here early in the first period. Jack Reel with the forecheck pressure as the Rangers go D-to-D in front of their own net. Evans trying to cut it off. It'll come back to Kaminsky. He'll look for Evans. It's just out of his reach. Evans will get in on the forecheck. Pressuring all the way behind the net. Reel will pick up that forecheck as the Rangers go off the boards out the center. Left-hand side zone entry. They'll work it back to the middle. Shot comes in. That'll be eaten by Ofterhide. Driving in this morning, Rylan Ofterhide. Maybe his dad didn't get him breakfast if he's that eager to eat some pucks. Jake Starr in the corner. Up the wall to Reelsey. Reelsey winds into the offensive zone. A bit of a cinnamon swirl off the wall. The puck gets in his feet. So it'll be turned back over to the Rangers, who come up the left wing side. Poke checked off of that stick by Julius. He'll pick it up at the Penguin blue line. Wedging it off the wall, looking for Wu. It'll be turned back the other way by the Rangers to the Penguins corner to be picked up by Starr. Starr rims it around past the reach of Schub all the way to the Ranger point. And the Rangers look to set up in the Penguin zone. Shuby will block that one up high, and he chips it over. Can he get to the net? He's up the right, twisting along the wall. Hauled down on the play. Play continues along the half wall as the Rangers will break it out to center. An odd positioning by a couple parents there down on the glass. They brought a high top chair over like it's the pub. And they're going to hang out.
They're at an Irish pub right now.
And the Rangers will put the puck in on an offside play.
Great little shot block by Shuby there just a minute ago in his own end. Shot block and then a mini Shuby flip. There's so many different levels to the flip, Jeremy, as he treats himself to a little mini bite
I
out
heard
to center ice.
I did hear next week we may have to pay a royalty as I believe the Shuby flip is looking to be patented and put on T-shirts. So
maybe there are patent lawyers that have been filtering in and around UPMC Lemieux, looking to brand this thing.
Now, I personally prefer the southern pronunciation, liar. But the Penguins will return the favor and go in offside.
Well, there's one thing there's no doubt. The Shuby flip is in effect, whether it's big or mini. And he's also, word is, he's on 8 different kinds of energy drinks as well out there. We know he's a ball of energy.
It'll be a face-off for Paris, winning it cleanly to Armstrong. He'll retreat to the blue line, tapping it past the defense to Paris. Paris will collect, tries to go across the ice. It'll be Armstrong along the wall. He can't, first attempt can't wedge it. Second attempt, he'll get it all the way to the Ranger corner. The Rangers in blue today with the MF on the front of the jersey for Mid-Fairfield.
I was wondering what in
in the colors you would expect for the Rangers, red, white, and blue. Your Penguins in white with the reverse retros. The jerseys with Pittsburgh. Going from the right shoulder to the left hip. Black pants, white socks, black and gold striping in the iconic goal. Pens lead helmets. Jake Starr drives it all the way to the offensive zone. Carrying it with speed, wrapping it around behind. A stop-start move in the space behind the net. It'll be dumped forward or behind the cage by the Rangers, where Evans will get in on the forecheck as the Penguins are looking to change. Evans swipes the puck. He'll tap it back to the corner, chasing it down there. He's looking for Filiaggi in front. That's blocked. Gets back to the puck. He's like a little ball of energy this morning. Sheets, apparently, the magic breakfast for Mr. Evans as he'll get it to Filiaggi. Filiaggi back to Evans. They'll run the give and go back to Filiaggi. Shot comes in. That's gobbled up and held.
You just don't see that kind of execution usually. It's a great setup. You know, cycling the puck, staying on battles, using each other, quick pop pass down low. Filiaggi does a great job finding an open ice to beat his defender. As soon as he makes that pass, Jeremy, he didn't wait, right? He's just like jump right by him, and Evans sees that play, and they execute.
Playing without the puck, becoming more and more important as these kids get a little bit older. You know, it'll be a shot from Julius at the point. Gathered in behind the net by Filiaggi, knocked away from him. Real on the forecheck pressure. Up the wall, Ofterheid will keep it on the half wall for Real. Real back to the corner for Ofterheid. Filiaggi filling the point. Ofterheid loses control behind the net. Evans tries to pressure, but the Rangers are back out to center. Real with the half wall, or with the pressure center ice along the wall, able to disrupt the play. It'll come back to the stick of Filiaggi. Filiaggi to the wing for Real. Real catches it on the backhand, gets it to the forehand, loses control to a Ranger. The Rangers will try to set up in the Penguin zone. That's taken away by Ofterheid. His pass again blocked by the Rangers, and a shot skipping. I think that was going to head wide to Clutter, but it'll slide over to make the grab just in case. And with 9:58 to play, we get a defensive zone draw.
Clutter looking for a little action there. You're right. I think that would have missed the net. Nonetheless, he says, hey, I'm in the game. I want to feel a little bit of this puck here. Maybe fresh out of the car as well. I'm not sure with the tactics of driving up the night before or getting a hotel room, which kids decided to do it.
I'm a big fan of the night before. I use the excuse of the child, but let's be clear. I was able to stay up and watch the entire U.S.-Canada Olympic game. U.S. victorious 4-2 over a team that you played for, Team Canada.
I maybe could have made the team this year as well.
It'll be woo into the offensive zone. If they were playing outside, I would have you to score the quickest goal.
Oh, it's guaranteed. Break.
And who knows?
Break my own record.
They might be playing outside at the end of it. We don't know. Those pictures could all be green screen. So it's dumped behind Clutter, and it's played right to the Rangers. Clutter out of the net, swiping it away to the corner.
Whew. Well, he wanted to get the first puck, and he got it with his glove, and then he wanted to go for a little twirl, and he ended up scrambling to make a couple saves.
Rangers shot from the point blocked in front by Paris. Worked over to Sproul. Sproul up to Shub, and here it is.
There it is.
The flip.
Perfect weight, good distance, wedges it right up. Look at this. They can't even handle it. It's still spinning.
Can you imagine him on a golf course? I mean, he's got to be an absolute stud as the shot comes from the point by Kaminsky. Has eyes, goes through, and just misses the net. It'll be reversed by the Rangers behind, pressured by Carter. Carter in the corner. Up the wall past Armstrong and out the center. It'll be Starr. Angled well at the Penguins' blue line. Harris back in support. Tries to feather it across to Armstrong. Armstrong will hunt it behind the net, pressured by Carter as well. Up to the blue line for Starzy. The Rangers gathering there. They'll fire it cross ice. The Penguins maybe caught with a couple guys up front, but the Pens defense, Kaminsky, supported by Starr, equal to the task as the Penguins are back into the Ranger end. It's Brody Carter all the way to the corner. A battle there, working it behind to Armstrong. He'll center one on the backhand that's cut off. He was looking out front. Starr in front of the net. It looks like Schub covering the defense, or Brody Carter. Brody Carter was covering
what a save.
that. A beauty of a save on a middle feed there, basically setting up a miniature breakaway on Clutter, and he comes out to the top of the crease, as you should, and knocks that puck down. Evans in on the forecheck. Filiaggi along the half wall. It'll come free to Ofterheide. He goes back to the corner looking for Evans. It'll be protected by the Fairfield defenseman, but swiped away by Reel in support. Back to Ofterheide. Back to Reel. Rolls off of his stick. He's having a little trouble controlling the puck, I think, today. A couple bounces off the stick.
Penn's doing a good job with their dump-ins and getting pucks back and trying to create off of that. Just missing some little cycle plays, but doing a good job of getting in there after pucks and pursuing pucks to retrieve and creating offense off of that, or creating time at least in the offensive zone, Jeremy. So a little bit of tenacity early here from the Penguins on their forecheck. What's that?
It'll be an offside play on the Rangers, but it's brought all the way to the Ranger line, as that's where the pass initiated. So the Penguins were able to get it into the Ranger zone. Look at Filiaggi on the back check there, helping to break up the play, allowed Villela to step up, make the play at the blue line, and it puts the Rangers back on an offside play.
He was like a gazelle there, just on the, what's that machine called? The Versastrider? The Versastrider, just yeesh, 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 yeesh. That hair and yeesh, yeesh, hair flying.
Just flowing in the breeze. I don't know what a Versastrider is.
I don't know, like it's a workout machine, I think.
Nice. Are they a sponsor, or did we just give a free
No,
plug?
I think we free plugged them by accident. That was my bad.
It'll be Paris looking at that forecheck. The puck almost skips by the goaltender there. And it'll be a breakout for the Rangers, flying up through center. Nice stick there by Merlot, supported by the Rangers. A backhander sent off the side of the net to the right of Clutter. Picked up by Merlot, out to Schub. Schub wedging it up the wall, trying for Wu. Wu tries to drag the puck out of the zone, can't. It'll be the Rangers putting it back in the Penguins' corner, hard off the wall. As Schub frees it up, it'll be Wu able to get to it and clear under pressure. Villela steps to it. Controlled by the Rangers, though, inside the Penguin blue line. Merlot, now Sproul. Sproul turns with it along the wall. And finally, it's Wu again getting it out the center. A move around Schub into the middle, picked up by a Ranger. Can he squirt free? He won't. 3 Penguins in the vicinity to knock the puck away.
Here we go.
Shuby tries to flip, knocked down. Second attempt gets out. Sproul unable to get control, and the Rangers are right back as the Rangers take their turn to control play here for a bit. Lifting the stick of Villela, bringing it up to the half wall, driving into the middle, a backhander cross ice, bouncing puck controlled back to the point for the Rangers. As it's mid Fairfield pressure, they shoot it in front, kicked out by Clutter, waved at by a couple of Penguins, and cleared by Wu. He tries to go off the wall, no luck, as the Rangers put it right back behind the Penguins net. Falling down, Merlot can't get to it. It will allow the Rangers to maintain this pressure. This line getting pinned in here.
This wagon, if it was a wagon, is literally the wheels are almost falling off of it, and it's just trying to get. Oh, the Shuby flip.
That almost went in.
Jerry, I was speechless there watching that.
So was I, just like
beautiful
watching
display.
It flip in the air, flip, 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 flip.
I was like,
down.
oh, I was in mid-topic of a wagon and its wheels falling off, and then an elegant Shuby flip. Almost, you never know. I mean, you just never know as he flops it in on net. Look at this little give and go action off the draw. We're seeing a little bit of everything here.
Penguins get it in behind for the pressure from Carter. Worked up the right wing side by mid-Fairfield, pressured by Paris. Rangers able to spin it back out to center where Starr will play it for his partner Kaminsky. It's just out of his reach. He'll get there and clear the zone, but no further. Carter will try a second time. He gets it all the way to the Ranger D, who tried to set things up there. Snapping it past Kaminsky, and a shot from well out front eludes the glove of Clutter and ends up in the back of the cage.
And old Preston's going to want that one back.
And the Rangers clear the bench for their celebration. There's about 37 mid-Fairfield Rangers on the ice.
They all are claiming the goal, too. That's an old trick I used to do. Elevate my stats, Jeremy.
Well, and at this age, if you don't have stats, you don't have any.
I mean, pile off the bench, claim the plus, try to say you got an assist. Chisel, they call you a chiseler when you did that. Try to just chisel away at the ref. Just say your number 100 times. Hope you end up on the stat sheet.
That'll be one Clutter's going to want back. He tracked it well.
Yeah.
It just kind of avoided the glove.
A little curved a little bit, maybe. It looked like two from our angle.
A little bit of a Fuller knuckle puck there. Huh?
Yeah.
Fulton. Wasn't it Fulton in the Ducks? The Mighty Ducks is Evans into the offensive zone. He'll fire from outside. Ooh. And I thought that flipped out of the glove, too. It'll be tracked and held by the Ranger.
Reel was crashing. That's simple hockey right there. Little transition play up the ice through the neutral zone. You gain the line. It Reel drive into the net and just throws it in there and doesn't hang on to that. You never know what can happen.
Viliaggi on the draw, won by the Rangers. Pressured by Evans. Force it out the opposite side where it clears all the way to the Penguins defense, Julius. He goes off the boards, but Reel can't get control. So the Rangers will tap it back to the Pens line where Julius will try to control it again. He gets
there we go.
Off their high, D to Evans. Evans with a nice feed to Reel. He did a good job cutting in front there. He just hopped over his stick again. Reel and Evans. Reel kind of swiped the puck from Evans there. Headed back towards the Penguin line, but he'll pick it up going the right way this time. Cutting inside, now outside. Tries to shoot it, rolls off of his stick to the corner. In the corner, he and Viliaggi will go to work. It'll be taken by the Rangers. Carried around behind, where they'll try to regroup. To the wall, Julius will keep. Evans there to wedge it forward to Viliaggi in the corner. Evans has to activate here. Make that pass and get in there. Pressured by Evans, he'll free the puck up another time on the forecheck. Now Reel. Reel can't get to the puck, so it's out the center. To be popped into the Penguins' end for a Ranger change. It'll be Viliaggi behind his own net, around for Ofterheide. Ofterheide off the boards, about hip high to Evans, who gets out of the zone. And the Rangers put it back in the zone. It'll be an offside play, though.
Rangers team pretty structured, I guess you could say, within their defensive zone, at least anyway. They're playing, and you see they're in their lanes on their breakouts, and fairly organized team. Gonna have to work for everything in that offensive zone.
This is a team that they hang with you. You know, most of the time when we play these guys, I feel like we outplay them, and the scores are incredibly close. Like you said, I think a lot of that has to do with the organization and the structure of the way that they play. They're never panicked because they always know where somebody's going to be.
Well, they're just in the right spots.
And the Penguins are in on an offside play.
In the right spots, and takes away a little bit of the thinking aspect of it maybe, and a little bit more automatic with some of the things that they do defensively, at least anyway.
Looks like we have number 45 from the Florida Alliance. Thanks for joining us, along with our millions upon millions of fans worldwide as the Rangers are into the Penguin zone. That play is broken up, and it'll be Armstrong flying back the other way. 3-on-2 for the Pens. Armstrong with Paris. He finds the high slot. It's Brody Carter. Rolls off his stick. He'll send one in front that trickles through the crease.
Good play. Exactly like you see it in practice right there. Paris on his horse, middle lane drive. Armstrong finds Carter. Just lost the grip of that puck as he's about to pull the trigger.
The puck wedged out the center by mid-Fairfield. So yes, thank all of you for joining us. Make sure you're a subscriber. Subscribe below if you're not. We appreciate it.
Did you say number 45 from the Florida Alliance?
It is.
Is that how old you are today?
No, not quite.
45.
Not quite. I matched my kid's jersey number.
There it is. It's meant to be today. 43 it is. You feel 43?
I feel twice as old.
That's great. Yeah.
I don't look a day over 70. It'll be a shot from the Rangers right around the dot. Blocked to the corner where a battle. Swiped out of the corner by Starr, wedged out the center to be brought on by Armstrong. Armstrong, another 2-on-1 here. He'll find Starr cutting to the middle. He's knocked down on the play. Back come the Rangers. 1-on-3 and a dump by the Rangers for a change. Julius will pick things up behind his own net. Stopping and reversing sides. Up the wall for Real. Off of a stick. Couldn't quite get it to Evans. Aufderheid'll try.
Ooh.
He'll tap it forward for Filiaggi. It's just past his reach. Back to the point, kept by Ofty. Swiped back out the center by the Rangers. Back checked by Filiaggi. Covering for the defense is Real, who will pick the puck up in the corner.
Oh, look at this look.
And they're going to try to hit Evans, and
They
they'll
do.
get him. He's free out the center as
Oh.
the horn sounds.
I saw that play setting up. I was wondering if Real would see that, and good heads-up play to just airmail it out there. It was hit a few things and hit off the back of Evans's heel, and I wasn't aware of the time on the clock, so that was a good play, a good attempt, good heads-up play, and a good read by both players to kind of pick up what each other was putting down.
I think we just picked up another subscriber. Thanks, Shannon. Jumping on with us.
Well, it's a no-brainer.
Looks like we have some Erie Lions out there. Welcome, guys.
The Lions.
I love heading up to Erie.
So do I.
Big fan. Like the Presque Isle area.
Presque Isle, get some hot dogs down on the beach there at some of those little beach setups. Never done it, you got to do it.
So we were thinking,
Each
End of
beach
this
is
season.
different and different and different. Beach 1, beach to beach 16. And it's a different flavor at every beach.
the lighthouse.
A little
Nice
bit of everything.
lighthouse.
Yep. Great walleye fishing out in that area if you're a fisherman and you want to check that out.
Nice charters.
Yep.
Nice
Unbelievable
walleye
little
charters.
setup there.
Hey,
Thanks
we
for
were
tuning
thinking, end of the year, Buffalo trip.
in. Yep.
A little City Swirl live from one of our favorite Buffalo eateries, right? And then next year, as we go on the tour all across the country, we jump in, get a Chicago dog, live Chicago dogs, all kinds of stuff.
We're also looking for all our subscribers if you just want to start donating to our
to our food fund.
to our Chicago hot dog food fund, and maybe the vehicle will be traveling and roaming around in one of those. We gotta get one of those vans, those
Nice.
conversion vans.
You're gonna
with bunk
need
beds in there for
You're
us.
gonna need a hitch to drag me behind it if I eat too much more. I told my doctor the other day, I was like, I still think I eat too much. He's like, well, at least you know it.
Yep.
It'll be all along the wall.
It's best to be honest with yourself, right?
Julius unable to keep it back come the Rangers. Dumping it into the pen zone, a 1-0 Rangers lead here as we're in the beginning part of period number 2. The Rangers back to the point, shot in, saved by Clutter. Rebound up high, and it is grabbed out of the air. And a Penguin defenseman is shoved on top of the Penguin goalie.
They're giving him a warning?
He's
Nope.
getting a rough.
Yep.
McGruff's favorite hockey penalty.
Here we go to the power play. 1-0 down. McGruff,
The crime dog.
he likes roughing?
The rough.
Oh,
the crime dog.
I got it. That's a 43-year-old joke. Face-off should come outside all the way down, as a matter of fact, on the penalty.
I don't think he'll get a $445,000 fine like Marchand, though.
No.
Oh, boy. That hurts the wallet. 6 games. All of them, no paycheck.
He's now up over $1 million in fines.
I think it's almost 1.5.
Yep, it's around 1.5. Yep.
That's a lot of money to not have in your bank account.
Cost of doing business, Jeremy.
Yeah, it'll be woo to the corner. I'm sure they worked some of that into his contract.
A little slush fund for him. Well, you're only worth $6 million, but we'll give you 6.5 because we know you're good for it.
It'll be Merlot over to Villela. To the left corner to be dumped in, looking for Wu. Wu can't get control.
Oh, we got a little bit of
Now he does.
There it is.
Nice.
There it is.
Play in front. There's Villela shooting. Blocker to side.
What a great idea there. Well, the play is great. Great to Villela to shoot down for the point, but he went put that short side high. Like, that's exactly where you have to put that. Goaltender made a great save.
Another shot from Villela. That one's blocked. He'll keep working to the corner. Covered up high by Shuby. Flipped out to center ice for Merlot, who enters the zone. They're going to say onside. I think that was generous, as it'll be Wu with it. Winding, firing. His shot off of his stick and wide. Sproul to the rebound. Now Shub. Shub back for Sproul. Sproul peels it off the wall. He'll shoot one off of a Ranger. Nobody could find the puck. It's wedged out the center by mid-Fairfield all the way to the Penguins' end. It'll be Starr.
Starr looks like a wild colt from Yellowstone that they're trying to break.
Wu in, onside, back to Starzy. Starzy, the Constellation Kid with a cross-ice feed looking for Wu. It'll elude him to a Ranger stick where they'll clear, and there's that patience of the Rangers. Not just throwing it somewhere, no pressure, so he weaves with the puck into the offensive zone. Power play over for the Penguins. The Sir Pizza power play unsuccessful, as it'll be Carter up to center. A battle right in front of the Glass Dads. Dumped in by the Penguins. Picked up behind the Ranger net. They'll bank it off the wall and smack it out the center for Julius. Julius finds a seam, weaves through offensive zone. Looking, sending one in front. Trickles through the crease. The Rangers, good job of tying up sticks there. And they'll ice the puck. It won't be far enough, though. This won't be icing.
No, he saved it right to the edge, as they say.
Julius with a beautiful feed, finding Armstrong, who cuts into the Ranger end. Knocked off his stick for a battle along the wall that's kept at the line by Julius. Julius and Parrish will battle. It comes between the wickets of Brody Carter out the center to be defended by Ofterheide. Ofterheide, great defense there to keep it to the outside. The pass comes through, and spraying the Penguin goaltender is a crashing Ranger forward. The puck knocked off of its pegs a bit. Or the net knocked off its pegs. The officials will correct that.
Ofterheide back there playing that one-on-one like an absolute cobra, just striking ta-ta, ta-ta, with that stick. Clutter does not have his glove back on yet, and they decide we're going to play.
That's somewhat on the center to stay out until he knows everybody's set there. Back to the point. The Penguins actually talked about that in film this week. It'll be out front off the side of the cage. Rangers applying pressure. Villela behind. Paddled away by Clutter. I've also seen the goalies work on that exact play at practice this week at the Excel Academy. Evans all the way to the corner. Knocks it free for Filiaggi. He'll try to go up the wall. Reel over in support. Able to get it out the center. Can't get that Gazelle free, though. The Rangers controlling at the Penguin line and dumping it in for Merlot to get behind the Pens net. Comes around, he'll find Evans. Evans to the red line. Reel opposite side. He'll loft it in, looking for a bit of maybe pass off pads. Reel sent flying to the ice. He'll knock down a Ranger as a return favor. Evans stays on the pressure. Centering feed blocked. Filiaggi now popping it behind. Picked off by the Rangers. Rangers with good D-zone coverage, like you said. This one will be up high off of, I believe, the glass and all the way back to the Penguins' end for an icing.
Yeah, they do a good job. Like, they totally sink in on that middle lane drive. Armstrong, the shift before, tried with Julius, sprung up in the play. And they take that right away, and right there on reel as well. They just wrap you up. They'll seal you off and take your stick out of the play.
Penguins need to go back to some of those give and goes. As I think they're reading the more stationary plays off the wall and out of the corners. You know, the Penguins got to get in that cycle, that flow. Keep moving. You're harder to cover when you move. Like you're harder to kidnap when you're fat. That's my plan. I can't get kidnapped. It'll be Armstrong off the wall, looking in front for Paris. And there's another example of the Rangers collapsing and getting that pass. How many blocked passes, centering feeds so far today? Quite a few. Good to see the Penguins moving the puck like that, though. Wedged that by Parrish back out the center. As we kick inside the 10-minute mark of the second period, it's a 1-0 game. As expected, tight action here between the Penguins and the Mid-Fairfield Junior Rangers. Kaminsky up the wall for Armstrong. Armstrong controls. He finds Brody Carter up the right side into the offensive zone. Centering feed to Parrish. He tries to kick it back to Carter. He'll get it behind the cage. Protecting in the corner. Parrish pressuring the breakout. Pop past Starr. Followed out the center. A one-on-one play here. Shot off the shinny of Ofterhide. Picked up by Armstrong. Armstrong into the Ranger zone to be collected by the Ranger defense. They'll start the middle lane breakout this time. Up to the right. Defended again by Ofterhide. Having Ofterhide, Starr, and Julius just having fantastic days on the back end so far for the Penguins. As Sproul's forecheck frees it up for a howitzer from the stick of Shub. No flip on that. That was a missile.
Great read by Shub to cover up there on the entry by Sproul as it's poked off his stick and right on the Shub, who jumps on it right away, and he didn't mess around with it. 2 steps and it was at the net. You know that net front presence guy that's going to the net, it tied right up. I think you could see some guys a little more elusive. Hey, Jeremy, spin off of them. Spin off. Be available. Don't get in too tight to the net. Spin off and be there just in case a puck does pop free.
Ofterhide to pick things up behind the cage, moving it to Sproul. Sproul to Wu. Wu through center into the offensive zone. No cut. Trying to go between the two defensemen. Try to pick it up on the other side. It'll end up in the corner where he stays on the puck. Back to Shub. Shub with a snapshot that trickles wide of the cage. Sproul to the corner. Rimmed around. And the Rangers will try the opposite side where they have a forward poised to start the breakout. Cut off by Shub in the Penguin zone. Off the wall for Julius. It's behind him, and in come the Rangers on an offside play.
Shuby was gone there too. I like it. He came all the way back, picked it off behind his defenseman, popped it wide, and looked like he was jumping back up the middle. Seems to hit sticks or skates. These Fairfield, they get in the way. Good at getting in the way.
Real off the wall. Trying to get it past the red line. Can't. Turned back by the Rangers. Cut off by Evans to Filiaggi. He tries to go to Real. Evans will step in front of it, gain the offensive zone. Leaves it for Filiaggi, who cuts to the middle. He'll spin it to the corner. Real there. Real back behind the net. Evans will track it down. Evans looking, stopping and starting. Can he get free? He'll fire it cross ice for Paris off the bench.
Yeah, Filiaggi got swiped out. He spun and fired it down, and a player fell and kind of almost like a slew foot kind of thing, tripped him. Harris has to come on early here.
Harris controlling in the corner. Back to the point for Merlot. Merlot deeded to Villela. Villella's shot high off of a body. Harris there tries to spin it back to the net. It's cleared by the Rangers. Merlot to the puck under immediate pressure. Plays it to the Ranger bench. No,
3-3.
Not too many men because they didn't change. Nice hold there as Evans will get the puck. He'll fire it all the way across to the stick of Harris for a heavy shot. I'm sorry, that's Real. That's, I believe, Real. Yes.
Yep.
Eggcorn flying behind him. Jack Real with a shot short side is stopped and held.
A little easier play for the goalie to read those long bomb passes, right, Jeremy? Just get across and get in the way. And Real, a little bit of a tough angle there, but nonetheless, off the rush, off a transition, decent execution and generating a good opportunity.
Rangers off the draw, out the center. It'll be a 2-on-1 developing. Shot in on Clutter, gloved out, booted up into the air. Armstrong will get to the rebound. It pops up in the air to Carter, who finds Armstrong at center, and the Pens are back in action. Into the Ranger zone for a dump and chase. It's Brody Carter on the hunt. Spinning off the defender. Tied up and tapped right to a nice breakout there to the wing. Back come the Rangers. There's that controlled breakout. Hitting the high slot. Driving right down Main Street. Blocked by Starr. Here comes Armstrong. Armstrong looking for Starr. He bats it down at the blue line before it's cleared by Connecticut. Mid-Fairfield. Picked it back up. They're from Connecticut. Although a lot of the kids from the New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut regions, I believe. And we have a roster, but the roster is certainly not updated, as there are no. I'm trying to keep up with the kids, and there's like 5 kids on the team that aren't on the roster, so at least the one we have.
A ref out at center ice calls interference on Starr as he just kind of squeezed off the Ranger player here right in front of us. Right in front of our broadcast booth here.
First, the oven.
Penalty kill.
Cinnamon bun oven. The broadcast booth.
Yeah, there, it's good. Yeah, I like that.
Back to the point. Collected by the Rangers as they're on the power play. Rangers control in the corner, off the wall to the point man. D to D we go. Shot wide of Clutter. Picked up on the other side. He'll try to tuck it in on a wraparound. Clutter fights that off. The Penguins clear, but just to the point. Pressured again by Wu. Dumped back to the corner. Controlled by the Rangers. Off the wall. Dumped behind. Play D to D. Cut off by Shub and flipped appropriately out the center. 40 seconds left on the Fairfield Wealth Management penalty kill here. A high lofted dump by the Pens will get a change in penalty killers. Pressure at center. Popped back towards the Ranger line by Villela, but brought up by the Rangers. Back pressure from Sproul. Can't free the puck up. Puck drifting around Penguin zone. It'll be Filiaggi getting to it. Up the wall. Swiped that by Sproul out the center. Down to 11 left in the power play for Mid Fairfield. Merlot behind. Reverses past Villela. And the Rangers score. I was looking at a note here. We'll take a look at this on the replay. After the penalty has expired, the Rangers will pot the puck behind.
Seems like several opportunities to stick on pucks and winning battles, and just
that was
maybe a little more determination in and around the net here for the Rangers. All right, the power play has just expired, and 2-0 now. They lead.
And a disciplined team that might be difficult to come back from. Looks like player weaved into the middle and shot one that got tapped in on the back side. So Penguins need to up that defensive zone pressure. He was able to come off the wall, weave through 2 or 3 Penguin players, and I think the shot came in, it was deflected, it ended up on the back doorstep for a tap-in. Back come the Rangers one-on-one against Kaminski. He'll block that with a boot. Shot sent in off the side of the cage after it was picked up, wedged at by Starr, and Reel will pick things up. Reel and Evans, 2-on-2. He'll send it cross ice to Evans. Reel drives the middle. Evans will shoot, looking backside, glove side just wide. It'll be off their eye. Behind for Evans. Evans in the corner. He'll stop.
Whoa.
He's barreled over. The referee looking around the goalie, trying not to make a call there.
The ref called it at center ice last time. This time he's.
So the Rangers come back through center at 2-on-2. Number 22, again, we don't have on the roster. We don't have 10, 22. A couple of these young men not on the roster that we have.
Too many men, they just let go.
Reel with the puck in the corner. He centers one, looking for Carter. Carter will pick it up. Centering feed for Paris is knocked free. Armstrong with the pressure, cleared out the center by the Rangers, but Armstrong maintains the pressure, will get an offside call.
Body check in the O-zone, and then too many men on the ice penalty, and
Penguins not getting the benefit of some of those calls. So with 2:39 to play, it's 2-0 Rangers, and it'll be Paris, Armstrong, Carter, Merlot, and Villela, the 5 flightless birds. Centering feed off the stick of Paris. Picked up in his own end. He'll send it up looking for Carter. Knocked out of midair. And they'll stay with a high stick. It'll come all the way down.
Not sure if that was a high stick, but Pens will take it.
At this age, you almost have to be above the shoulders to be a high stick.
Yeah, that's what it is. Up around that over-the-shoulder area is a high stick. Of course, on a goal, it's the crossbar, which is still above the shoulders.
Yeah. Well, that's what I meant. Like the shoulders, the call isn't the shoulders. The call's the top of that crossbar all over the ice. But it's hard to tell when they're this size. You're used to watching games and the guys up around the midsection area. It's a high stick. At this age, you almost got to be head high to be a high stick. But you'll get those in that midsection sometimes anyway. Penguins Paris back to the puck, rimming it around for Villela. He tries to wedge it up the wall, and the Rangers are right there fast on the forecheck. Carter in the corner. It'll be knocked by Paris, clear and centering feed. He'll find Armstrong slashing across. He'll dump it in, but it's an icing. Unable to gain that red line for the dump, but the Pens will get the change they were looking for anyway.
Yeah, not a horrible play. Good battle and execution on the boards to get it out to that area. Armstrong overloading across to the middle and able to make some executed tape-to-tape passes.
So the Rangers have 4 not on the roster, a 10 not on the roster, 67 not on the roster. So the entire Ranger line right here, not rostered players, at least on the roster that we have. We might have a non-updated roster, though. It'll be, or they might have just.
We don't mess around here at Cine Swirl.
Jerseys, so
we've got the rosters.
It'll be shot in by.
I mean, our crack
Schub.
stats crew, they don't mess around. Like when we get a roster, we get the roster.
Brought on by the Rangers. Sticked away by Starr. Right to the side of the net for a Ranger try. Kept out, back to the point. It's all Rangers here towards the end of the second. Penguins seem to have lost a step after that second goal.
Need a little bit of energy surge here. Need something to happen. Need the momentum to switch.
Clutter's going to cover it up with 1:02 to play. Penguins are going to deploy Filiaggi, Reel, Ofterhide, Evans, and Julius. Filiaggi on the draw. Ties up a man and wins the puck. Trying off the wall. Evans there in support. It'll come free to a Ranger. Shot in. Stopped by Clutter and Hell.
Smart play on that play off the wall right there.
And they're going to change lines again. That was a 9-second shift.
Coach Ray not liking the look of it. Comes back with the Paris line.
51 seconds left. Back to the Ranger point for a shot from the outside. Picked up by Paris, carried out the center. Weaving through to the outside.
Oh, I like that.
Pulling up, firing one in front. That's batted up by Carter. He's tackled in the crease. Down on top of the Ranger goalie will get a whistle. The puck is loose, but the net is off. And the Ranger goalie was felled.
And that's what they do. And Carter just driving the net. They have them all wrapped up, and it's just a cage match in there at that point.
Coach Ray playing chess, not checkers, as he puts the Filiaggi line back out there now. As they get a 19-second shift to get the puck into the other end.
This is 3D chess, Jeremy. I don't even know what that is, but it's another level of chess higher than regular chess.
I like it. Dumped all the way down by the Rangers. They're going to say, no icing.
No, they just want to get it to the intermission.
Potentially dangerous play is the forecheck bump there on Villela. He'll dump a player in front, and they're going to call a penalty on that.
Oh.
They're going to call interference on Villela.
I know what it is. I know what it is. You got to yell at the refs a little more. If you're the coach.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
That's a good move. It's actually a legit good move. All you got to do is go, hey. Sometimes it can sway the decision.
So the Penguins head to a penalty kill here. 17 seconds left to go in this second. If they can kill these 17 seconds, we'll head to the third period short a guy.
It's the game within the game, Jeremy.
Face off won cleanly by the Rangers. Back to the point. Evans and Filiaggi, the penalty killers here. To the outside. Shot comes in, side of the cage. To the corner for Merlot. Wedged up, past him. It'll be Filiaggi. Can he get a shot off?
Another one.
And we're going to have a shot at the horn as the Penguins had another. They had a breakaway in the first and a 2-on-1 in the second that can't get completed.
End of this period, it'll be a 3-on-0.
If it was 15 minutes and 2 seconds each period, we might have a tie game.
That's true.
We're going to head to the third intermission here. As producer Paris is going to...
I've never been to York, Pennsylvania. Have you?
I have. I grew up around
here,
not far from here. And I'll tell you a couple interesting things about York,
Let's hear
Pennsylvania.
about this. I saw the York. So hold on. Let me ask you one question before you get going. York workout equipment, the benches and everything. Is that
York
here?
barbell.
I saw a thing. York barbell. I saw the guy doing a split squat, Olympic split squat outside of the York barbell store. So if you are a workout person and you have a workout bench and it's a York, it's from here.
Yeah. Made here. They have a retail store here.
Very wildly popular
Yes.
in the workout industry.
From all the pictures I've seen inside a gym, there's a lot of York barbells. Yes, home of York barbell. Also, York was where the Articles of Confederation, which was basically the precursor to the U.S. Constitution, was written in York, Pennsylvania.
We're by Gettysburg. On the way up here, you kind of come through that area as well.
They claim to be the first
Historic
real
land.
capital of the United States of America.
They're claiming it.
They claim to be. Now, most historians will say that there were a number of capitals before that, including one day where my hometown, Lancaster, Pennsylvania, was the capital of the United States because they held the Continental Congress there for a day. But York was the capital of the United States for, I believe, almost 6 months, 5 months and 8 days, as they held the Second Continental Congress, as it's known, here in York, PA, at the courthouse that was later torn down in the 1800s and rebuilt right around the bicentennial anniversary in 1976.
Jeremy is a walking encyclopedia.
Jeremopedia.
It's a new edition.
So
Very good.
some interesting York facts there,
Yeah.
as the Rangers have it in the Penguins' end. Wedged free, past Evans and Starr.
They must have
Penguins
cut that
still on
out
the
of
penalty
the Tom Hanks movie, the Rose Line, and it never quite showed the clips where the Rose Line leads to York, PA.
York, PA is known as the White Rose City.
No, you're like Tom Hanks in a way.
At
Sullivan.
Lancaster, the Red Rose City, they have a Battle of the Roses football game between the two counties every year.
What an area.
Named after York, England, and Lancaster in England, or Great Britain, I believe they prefer, the United Kingdom of Great Britain. There's a York and a Lancaster, two rival towns in the UK, also rival communities
here in
Pennsylvania.
Well, you can tell driving in here, a bustling little area with factories and shops. And
Jack Reel popped free, shorthanded. He'll go to the backhand. A puck trickles just wide of the cage. Followed on by Paris. Reel taken away from him.
What a save.
Bumped in the corner. Out to Ofterhide. We're going to get a penalty call here on what'll be like a cross check.
What do we got?
And we're going to get a penalty on. It looks like the Pens are evening things up here.
I don't know what's happening here.
Paris is going to head to the box.
Paris didn't.
And as is a Ranger, he came in towards the end there when the scrum broke out. But I think it's just being in the vicinity.
Yeah.
2 Rangers in the sin bin, 1 Penguin. So it should result in a Sir Pizza power play for the Pens.
Yeah, Villela will be out of the box in 1 second as they sort out this mess. And that'll lead to a power play. As the Rangers did get the extra penalty, it seems. I don't know, unless Harris got 2 of them. I don't know. Looked to me like Reel kind of crashed in on the goalie there. As rebound was kind of laying as Ofterhide put a blast in.
But maybe not.
I don't know what's going on.
I don't see any time going on the clock.
Yeah, there is.
Oh, there it is.
Yep.
So 6 for the Rangers will serve the minute and a half. That'll be a Penguin power play. Wu and Schub, Ofteride and Julius.
4-on-4. Villela right out of the box, and I believe Sproul is ready to roll here. He'll jump out on the ice for Villela as soon as this 1 second ticks off.
Curious if, given that it's Villela, if you would have gone with a defenseman there. Start with the 3 forwards for the second.
Yeah. That makes sense to me.
Wu on the faceoff. Swipe back, controlled by Ofteride. He'll go all the way back out the center to Sproul. Sproul will pop it in. They'll say an onside play. Maybe a bit generous on that call as well. It's still back out the center for Ofteride to Julius to Schub, and driving the middle is Wu. Can he pop free? Waving at it. Can't get it through. Wu to the corner. Battling there. It's freed up for Sproul. He centers it. Nobody home. Julius will get there. To the corner for Schub. He's unable to get control. Wu pressures behind. Spun back to the half wall for Julius. Julius in the corner. Penguins on the Sir Pizza power play here for 45 more seconds. It's banked off the wall to be kept in by Ofteride. Ofteride kicks at it now. Still free for Schub to get control back to Wu. Wu spins it in front looking for Sprolzy. Doesn't come through. The Rangers great sticks, and they'll get it out towards the Penguin line where Julius keeps it momentarily before being dumped all the way down, controlled by Ofteride. Sent cross ice but eludes everybody, and it's cranked in on an intentional offside, so the faceoff will come all the way back to the Rangers zone. 18 seconds left, I guess, here on the power play. 12:34 here in the third period. Penguins trailing by a pair, 2-0.
$18 seconds left here, Jeremy, on this power play. Just work as a unit to get possession of this puck.
Do we
Maybe set up something.
Line changes here in the mix?
I think,
or is somebody injured?
I think Paris was killing a penalty.
Yes, okay.
And so it kind of got...
Biliagi, Armstrong, and Carter. The 5 for the Pens. Shot from the outside by Starr eludes the net. Kaminsky to the corner for Armstrong. Armstrong under immediate pressure.
They got to get guys in. They got to get in and help each other.
Power play over. Kaminsky with the puck. Penguins still set up as he'll send it towards the net. Cut off and spun back out the center. Starr will collect it at the Penguins line. The Penguins will try to set things back up again. He's under pressure. He gets it taken away. There in support, though, is Brody Carter, able to get it up to Armstrong. Armstrong defended well as back come the Rangers. Down the wall for Starr. Starr to the corner. He tries for the corner. That's picked off. Biliagi to the puck. Up for Starr behind the net. He finds Armstrong. Armstrong finds a neutral zone, and Brody Carter. He'll give it a dump, and the Penguins are going to get a change here. Evans off the bench. 5 new attackers. As he'll be joined by Schub and Reel. All the way to the area behind Clutter where he sets it up for Merlot. Oh. Merlot. Off the stick of Schub and just past Evans. I think he was looking across for Evans, and it got cut off by the Penguin Schub. A Ranger still in the Penguin zone, back by Clutter.
Yeah, Clutter went out to play the puck and then went around to come back into his net, and there was a collision there. He's saying that Clutter got a piece of him on the play back to his net, kind of maybe ran into each other. I'd have to see that again.
Face off. To the corner for Merlot. Rimmed around. Evans will pick it up. Evans fans on the first pass. Kept in by the Rangers. Back to Merlot. Merlot loses control. Gonna whack it forward to Reel. Reel. A bouncing puck to Evans. Taps it to the wall. Can he get there? He will, and he's onside to the corner. He's got Real streaking. He tries the toe drag to the middle. He'll get to it. In front for Real for a backhander that's blocked and trickles in on net.
A lot of bouncing pucks and choppy pucks and plays. Looks like that puck's still alive, Jeremy. You got to stick a fork in that thing. Talking to two guys that know how to do that, stick forks.
Little Fogo de Chao action a couple weeks ago. I'm still full. Filiaggi on the faceoff, won by the Rangers to the corner. Pressured in the opposite side by Real, he'll win that. Kicking it forward. Filiaggi there in support. 2-on-2 battle along the wall. Filiaggi goes down but gets back up and controls the puck as he tries to come out of the corner. The Rangers do a great job positioning there. The Penguins didn't do that on the one goal. They were pinned up against the wall, and the Rangers were allowed to come off the wall to center ice. There, the Rangers in good defensive position. Filiaggi won the puck, but he wasn't able to come off the wall. He was forced right back into it by the Ranger body position. Ofterheide reverses to Filiaggi. Up off the wall, looking for Evans. He'll pick it up at center and tap it to Real, who's up the left side. Into the offensive zone corner. Twisting and turning there, coming all the way back to the point. Dumped back around by Ofterheide. Cut off by Evans. Sneaky little play to cut inside there. He tries for the centering feed to Filiaggi. Brought back by the Rangers to the Penguin line to be shot in on Clutter. Julius, as the clock ticks inside of 10 minutes, the Penguins are going to need one here soon. Sproul, 1-on-2. No bad play here as he'll shoot one heavy off the skate of a Ranger. Following on Wu, and the Penguins get a decent scoring chance as Wu joins the play. Shot blocked and covered, but it'll be an ozone draw.
Yeah, and like we talked about, this Rangers team, just tough to get anything into those high danger areas. Tough to push pucks inside or get chances in around the net. And they've got a good goaltender also. Obviously Real with that one opportunity coming in wide and made a great toe save on that play. But
now it's Wu shooting one that's wide of the net. Rangers will get control. Out the center. Up to the Penguin line they come. They'll dump it in behind. Kaminsky will chase. No interference there as he's ridden off into the wall well before the puck. He's still able to get control. Penguins work it all the way to the Ranger zone where it's swiped away from Wu. The official falls on the near wall here. Battle in front of the Penguins bench. It's Schub. Pinned against the boards by the Ranger forward as they wind 20 seconds off the clock.
good old-fashioned rugby scrum in front of the Penguins bench. Starr came in from the backside. He said, "Hey, boys, I'm getting in on this." You don't see that too often, hey, blowing a play dead just from a little scrum like that. But
I think it was tied up.
Could have been offside.
And when they weren't trying to move it any longer.
Yeah.
So that's usually the dictator is if they're trying. I've actually seen that result in a delay of game if they do it too many times in a game. It'll be almost cleared to center. It's second attempt here by Parrish will get it there. He's got control all the way to the Ranger end. Back past Merlot. Oh, he's able to keep it at the blue line. Tough to see along the board.
Here we go again.
Another battle. As this time we'll see the puck move, and so no whistle as it comes to Carter, who gets it all the way to the corner. Armstrong and Carter will hunt on the forecheck. Bumped up the wall to be kicked again deep by Merlot. Spun in on net by Armstrong. It'll be covered up. .7:21 to play, third period. Here from York, PA.
You'd think it would be a greasy one, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you're going to have to.
It's going to be a greasy hit off a body around the net. And Penn's got to get in those areas. And a rebound, puck bouncing around, maybe hot one that way.
Real swipes it forward. Evans gets there, pinned against the boards. But Real there in support, spins it around. It Filiaggi kind of avoided the puck there. It'll come to him anyway. He'll shoot one. Rebound out front. Real bounce at it.
Oh.
It's off the goaltender, and he dislodges the net and gets it covered. So we were getting a whistle one way or another.
Yeah, good play right there. Yeah, as Filiaggi just kind of said, I don't know if I'm supposed to get it there, and ends up back at the back end and picked up by Filiaggi after that for a good opportunity and rebound grease ball type hockey, Jeremy. We thought it might be something like that to get this Pens team on the board.
Evans knocks it out of the air, controls the puck. Whacked away from him and brought on by the Rangers. Cross ice feed picked up by mid-Fairfield into the Pen zone. Defended by Julius. Picked up by Filiaggi, though, on the back check. He's up for Real. Real up the right. He'll challenge the defender. Behind the back pass to Filiaggi, and it trickles through! A drop play from Real to Filiaggi, who fired it at the net, and it got through the wickets of the Ranger goaltender to make it a 2-1. Penguins trailing here, but they've cut the lead in half.
Amazing read by Filiaggi on that spinorama-like drop pass by Real, and he just kind of cuts in behind him. It's ended up being a smart read because it came right to him, and he just fires one at the net, and the backside, Evans was crashing in there, and it just happened to. Did that thing have backspin on it? What a backspin.
And the Penguins are going to be guilty of an icing. Everybody thought it was a penalty as Sproul was dumped at the Penguin blue line. He was unable to catch the pass because he was knocked on his wallet.
I'm telling you. It's only a penalty if you yell, if you go, hey!
We had enough haze from the crowd, but...
We're behind the big glass here, up in the cine oven.
It'll be a face-off to the right of Clutter. Back to the point for the Rangers. Pressured by Shu, but dumped to the corner. Sproul along the half wall. Gets it to Wu. Wu's free.
Two.
Into the offensive zone. A 2-on-1 with Shuby. He'll shoot short side. It's blocker to side. Shub to the puck in the corner.
Oh.
Crashing into the wall right at the door there was Sproul. Keeping it at the point, Kaminsky hauled down on the play. It's a 3-on-1 for the Rangers. Back checking are Shub and Wu. Star back off of Star's skate. Picked up behind as crashing into the Penguin goaltender was a Ranger who should be sent off. It's got to be goalie interference. He didn't even try to stop.
It is. It's a 1.5-minute penalty here with just under 6 minutes. 5:57, Jeremy. The power play unit fresh off a goal. Previous shift of this Filiaggi Evans Real line will come on and look to even things up. Great opportunity right here. It's knocking.
5:57 to play, third period, as the Pens head to the Sir Pizza power play.
DJ Drew Ofterhide just did not find the proper feeling with that song choice right there going into this power play.
It'll be the Penguins Real over to Star. Up to Evans. Evans will gain the zone left side.
You got to play closer
right
here. You got to be closer together.
But back to the point for Star. Star's got Ofterhide.
Wow.
Bounces over his stick. Another bouncing puck.
Come on, you got to help him.
In the corner.
A little closer together. There we go.
Evans off the wall, shooting it off the crossbar in front for Filiaggi, and they're going to claim something.
High sticking.
A high stick on the puck, so it's going to come all the way back to the Pen zone.
Off the post, Filiaggi hand-eye out of midair, and then tried to corral a rebound opportunity, but you got to get the puck back, right? But you got to get it with control and some numbers on the puck, and Penn's able to elude a little bit of pressure on the kill here by the Rangers and execute a down low play towards the net, and we'll get a timeout, right?
Looks that way.
Was this Ray calling this? Penguins timeout?
Coach Conway, the Penguins coach, is head coach, Coach Ray Conway, flanked by assistants Dr. Jason Julius and Richard Gere's stunt double, Chris Shue. Can't thank those guys enough. The Penguins coaches.
It's a lot of time, man. It
Julius
is, isn't it?
Volunteering a ton of time.
Especially with us. We're at Darren Rink every day.
We're at the rink
every damn day.
3 days a week. They're on the ice with the boys
Yeah.
while the dads enjoy beverages at the local establishments surrounding the Lemieux Center.
Yep, no free shout-outs for them until that we start seeing a little bit of little chiseling off of the bills. Right?
As you guys join us from all over the globe here, I know the great North always tuning in live, our friends from Canada and all over the country.
My old man just hit me up. He said, thanks for sending me the game times this weekend. Because I didn't send them to him by accident.
Well, for anybody who needs, if you set alerts through Cine TV.
He must have got one.
On
That's
the
how he's
YouTube.
on. Yeah, he probably got an alert.
That says, hey, your favorite hockey is live right now.
Your favorite broadcast team is live.
We got a shout out from Mrs. Julius on my knowledge of York history. I love it. I earned at least a C in that class. It'll be a D-zone draw for the Penguins on the
You know what I
power
call
play.
that? Good enough.
Moving on to the next grade.
That's why I did not go to college or university. I was elected to opt out.
Or did they elect to opt out? Which one was it?
I actually got, I recommend that you no longer take grade 12 chemistry. And I said, good call. I feel your pain.
So an icing by the Rangers will put it back in the Ranger zone where the Penguins will try to set up this power play here. Sir Pizza power play. Good to the very edge. Filiaggi to take the draw. Won by the Rangers. Rimmed around, it'll be Star crashing down the wall. Supported by Filiaggi. He'll come to Rio.
Got to get that puck out of there. You got to get numbers on the puck.
Evans will pop it forward. Rio will get there.
Slot.
Trying to pull it around the defender. Back to Star. Back to Evans. Off the wall. In front. He's got Filiaggi. He can't get a stick on it. It'll come the whole way through to Ofterheide. Ofterheide. To Evans. Evans. Shooting one. Deflects wide. Right to Ofterheide. Shoots it. Glove save.
What a job by this goaltender. We've seen that before. Villela crashing down off the back door, and the goaltender stays on his feet here.
So Filiaggi back to take the faceoff. The Star it is. He'll dump it to the corner, looking to Evans. Evans wedges it further for Filiaggi. 1 second left as the power play expires. The Penguins still have the puck, though. Evans on the half wall, possessing, switching with Star. He'll drive down. Trying to tap it back to Evans, who is covering the point. He'll get to it, but in the neutral zone. Popping it forward is Rio. Evans unable to keep it. It'll be off the right at center.
Out of there.
Banked off the wall, and back come the Rangers. What do you want to see there? A pull out?
It's got to be cross ice. It's
Yeah.
got to get out of there. Keep ramming it into the traffic. Like headbutting the wall. You ain't getting through.
Parrish behind. Picked off by the Rangers behind the Penguins' net. Pressured by Filiaggi, brought out by Parrish. Ofterheide. Ofterheide up for Reel. He's got Brody Carter. It's a 2-on-3. Reel with the wheels. Taps it around. One pulls in front. He's off the post as well. Penguins with 2 crossbars here. One off Evans, one off Reel. Reel's back on it. He's got Merlot with him this time. He'll try to shoot it short side. That's blocked to the area behind the net where Carter will get there. Carter to the opposite wall. Pursuing it is Paris. Kind of looked like a weird hop along the boards by the way he reacted. Brody Carter will support there and wedge it further into the Ranger zone as we near the 3-minute mark. Kept in by Merlot, but swiped that by the Rangers. It'll be supported by Paris. He gets it and carries through center. The Rangers with 3 and 4 guys back at all times here. Smart hockey with a 1-goal lead. Pulled off the wall by Paris. Free to Carter. Carter sends it across to Villela. One of the
Go at
Italians.
him.
Brought to center red and dumped in on Clutter. Picked up by Merlot. Merlot up to Armstrong. Armstrong tries for the right corner. It'll be wedged back out the center. Paris in a battle along the wall with a Ranger. Now Merlot in the corner banks it hard. Now Paris to Villela. Villella's got Sproul headed up ice. Maybe dusted off one too many times, but there's Armstrong to pick it off. 2-on-2 develops here. Armstrong to the middle for Sproul, and it's defended
Tied
well.
up. I think they got to have pucks at the net.
Body position there.
It's got to be at the net.
The Rangers will dump it in. It'll be an icing 1:55 to play. Face off in the Ranger zone. 2-1 Rangers lead. Blue, Shub,
We got the
Sproul.
goalie out, Jeremy. 1:55. We got the goalie out.
Goalie pulled for the
Penguins.
Penguins.
They want to call a timeout here. Does the Rangers, as they will.
The referee informed the bench that the Penguins had
I
pulled the
don't
goalie.
know what was going on there. I don't know if
And then
he
the
was.
bench called a timeout.
I thought he was waving Filiaggi back because it was like a late change or something. I don't know what was going on there. And this is everything.
1:55 of furious 11 to 12-year-old hockey.
We've got Cruz Armstrong's great-grandfather here in attendance. Drove down from the Wilkes-Barre Scranton area. Aunts, uncles, cousins, grandparents.
Which aren't all grandparents great?
Yes,
They're really all fantastic.
they are.
Especially when they're willing to make these 2-hour treks.
Sorry, 2 great-grandparents are here. 2 great-grandparents. Yep. One from each side of his grandma and grandpa's side, and a full house. Got all my kids here. Total gong show. Absolute gong show. We could use some cheers from the girls about now. They're locked in a...
Professional cheerleaders.
Yes, they are. Yep.
So, Wu, Filiaggi, Shub, Sproul, Julius, and Ofterhide. Filiaggi tied up on the draw. Wu will get there. Edging it forward for Sproul to turn it in on net. He can't get it through. Now Ofterhide fans on the shot from the point. Pressured by Shub. Cleared by the Rangers. It'll be wide of the cage for an icing.
He did get his skate sharp
No
and
icing.
Rylan off.
How is that not an icing? Nobody on the planet thinks that that is not an ice.
Well,
And the Penguins potentially were in
that
on
was
an offside play.
and that might be going to get two. We're going to get to the buzzer here.
Sproul in on the
manage
forecheck.
the clock.
Rimmed around by the Rangers. Cut off by Julius. Penguins will try to set up in the Ranger zone. Filiaggi to the puck. Knocked off of his stick. Shub will get there. Shub twisting at center. Has it knocked free. He'll maintain control though. Popping it forward. It's up in the air. Bouncing puck controlled by Julius. Into the offensive zone. An onside play. Free to Ofterhide. He'll shoot one.
Oh.
It skips wide of the net. Shub gets there. Spins it back to the corner for Sproul. Sproul knocked off of his skates. Popped around to the half wall. Julius to the puck. Unable to wedge it further, and back come the Rangers. They're up to center for a shot that'll come off the post. It's icing. How is that not icing? And the Rangers will steal the puck and shoot it down. These officials, with a lack of knowledge there, the puck shot from well past the red line, goes off the post. That is icing. Faceoff should have come back to the Ranger zone. Instead, they're able to intercept a pass. And the Rangers will take a 3-1 lead on an empty net goal. It looks like with 25 seconds left, a monumental task to come back in this one. Starr off the boards to Reel. Reel into the offensive zone, looking for Starr. Knocked away from him, picked up by Filiaggi at center. Whoa. Jumping over a body check is Filiaggi, getting it to Reel. He's between the legs of a defender, and a shot down low off the pads will be picked up by Evans on the wall. He's dumped on the play, and we'll actually get another call here.
2.3 seconds left, and that's it.
2.3 left. The Penguins will head to a power play for those 2 seconds. They've pulled the goalie again with a 6-on-4 advantage now. See Paris out there. And the Penguins are going to monstrously load the front of the net here. So the Penguins fall 3-1, but guess what? Here's the great part, Colby. We get to come back and do this again. So lift these boys up. We'll work on a couple of things here, and the Penguins are going to come back and try to avenge this 3-1 loss with a game later on this evening in the 5 o'clock hour. Unfortunately, we won't be able to bring you the 11s game today as they are up north in Buffalo for games today. So we want to wish them luck. I am here in York, so not in Buffalo. Good luck to the Squish Tender and all of the 2011
We did not bring the Cine Swirl chopper. Of course, you would be there, but
well, if we could get that, we get that GoFundMe going up. Maybe we get the Cine Swirl
the chopper.